Do you want to improve your weak foot but don't know how? Then you're in the right place. I'll show you a complete training session that you can do on your own. So you don't need a second person for that. We'll start with exercises for ball control, then move on to passing and receiving the ball. After that, we'll do some technical drills, and at the end, we'll practice dribbling, which will combine with finishing. Alright, before we get started, like my video and subscribe to my channel. I'm cold, it's 2 degrees. I can't feel my hands anymore, but cold is no excuse. So let's go! We'll start with keeping the ball up. Only use your weak foot for this. If the ball bounces to the other side, and you need to use a different foot for a moment, that's no problem. Stay focused and try to use just that one foot. Not just one attempt, but many attempts. So always give it a try, and you'll see, over time it will get better. Now you can of course vary it, so you can also try using your thigh. Now you can also try rolling the ball onto your foot, keeping the ball on your foot, and then letting it drop again. If that's perhaps too easy for you, you can roll the ball onto your foot, lightly flick it up, and then catch it again with your foot. I can already feel that my touch with the foot is getting much better. So, with a call, 3 times in a row. That doesn't count anymore. 4 times is also fine. And now we're going to combine all the things we've practiced so far. So, we're keeping the ball up. In the meantime, try using your thigh and then also catching the ball. Just first try. You've now seen how I got better from exercise to exercise, and it will be the same for you. Next, we're moving on to passing and receiving the ball. For that, you need either a fence or a wall. What's important is that you can just play the ball against. In this exercise, there are 2 things you need to pay attention to. The first thing is to make sure you only have 2 touches on the ball. So, receive the ball, play it slightly forward, and then pass it again. And the second thing is, set a target for where you want to play the ball. So for me it will be from the bar to the bar and never higher than that part. What's important is just that you play the ball in between and it comes back, that you always have a target in sight. We're starting off really simple, so play the ball with the inside of your foot and receive the ball again with the inside of your foot. And we'll do that repeatedly. Passing with inside of foot remains. The change is we get the ball with the outside of our foot and then pass it normally again. We're going to step it up again and play the ball directly every time. So we start as close as possible to the wall or the object we're playing against. For me, it's the steps. We always play the ball directly. So, direct play. And you take a step back, and then back to direct play. Take a step back. And the goal is to get as far away from the wall as possible. Now we're putting even more focus on receiving the ball. We start off simple again. You just throw the ball up in the air and try to receive it. Also, make sure you don't throw the ball too high, because the higher the ball is, the harder it is to receive it. That's why you should throw it low, and over time, you can gradually increase the height. The goal should be for the ball to be still in front of you. We're making it more challenging. We're throwing the ball up again. And you take the ball with your first touch in the direction you're running, and you take a few quick steps. If both of these are way too easy for you, we're going to step it up again, because now you're going to throw the ball up in the air again. And take the ball with the inside of your foot again, but behind the standing leg. I'll show it very slowly. So throw the ball up, the ball comes down, and you take the ball with you behind the standing leg and run off. If you want to dribble well, you need good technique. That's why I'm going to show you some simple exercises now. And all you need for that is a line. If you don't have a line, that's not a problem at all. You can do it just the same without a line, and just imagine there's a line. We start off relaxed. We're moving the ball back and forth with the outside of our foot. Do the same thing again, but with inside of your foot. Next, we're going to do zigzag. So outside, inside with each step. It's important to do each exercise slowly. Unless you can do it really well, then of course you can do it faster. I would recommend not doing each exercise for a long time, but repeat that 3 or 4 lengths. And then we move on to the next exercise. Now we brush the ball. Now we control the ball with one leg backward. And then I do the same thing going forward. We now brush the ball over the line, and then we take the ball back to the side with the outside of our foot over. So brush it over slowly and take it back again. I know it's unusual to dribble with your weak foot, so we're going to start off easy again. We're going to do a few lengths, just run back and forth, controlling the ball only with your weak leg and then getting faster. In this exercise, make sure to touch the ball with every step and precisely. Now we need a bottle, which serves as a sort of opponent. An opponent is, we can do it just like this without a bottle. I'll do it with a bottle. We can also place a second ball instead, no matter what, or even without it. We tap the bottle, take a step forward with our strong foot, and with the weak foot, we take the ball to the other side. We start slowly and get faster each time. We're now adding a second exercise, which is the step over. We go around the ball with our strong foot and take the ball with the weak foot. Do that a second time for safety while standing. So go around the ball and take the ball with you. Now the same rule applies as before. Start slowly and get faster. I know, in a match you usually control the ball with your strong foot, but with training, that's why you should also control the ball with your weak foot, do the skill move, and then move away. Before we start dribbling and taking the shot, let's focus only on finishing, just pass the ball to each other. And try to shoot alternately into the left corner and then into the right corner. When you're away from the goal and you have a chance to finish, it's not always the best solution to just go for it and hope the ball goes in. Instead, look at the professionals. When you're in the box, you usually look at one corner and then aim with feeling into that corner. And most of the time it goes in. Now we're going to increase distance to the goal and do the same thing again. Now we're combining everything, so dribbling and finishing. We run up quickly and first do the lunge carefully and then finish precisely. It's important to finish alternately, so left and right corners. And I do the same with the step over, of course. We've now reached the end of the video and I hope you enjoyed it. Comment with the soccer emoji if you watched the video until the end. I want to say thank you for watching and see you next time.